Jacksonville Jaguars and cornerback Tyson Campbell agreed to a 4-year contract extension worth about $76 million, with about $53 million of it being guaranteed. Now, this makes Tyson Campbell one of the highest paid cornerbacks in the NFL, top six, or sixth, I should say, in terms of average annual salary at the cornerback position. Now, for Campbell, last season he had a little bit of a down year. Now, some of that had to do with the fact that he only played 11 games, and injuries had a big part as to why his performance was not as good as it was the previous season. But the year before, he was one of the best cornerbacks in the NFL. And for the Jaguars, whenever you have a guy that is a top 5, top 10 player at the position, you want to make sure that you lock him up for the foreseeable future. And he's still 24 years old, so he's still not even in the prime of his career, you can make an argument. Now, also from a physical standpoint, Tyson Campbell is 6'1", and he has the length to match up against some of the taller wide receivers in the NFL. If you look at the division that the Jacksonville Jaguars play in, you're playing against the Houston Texans twice a year, and you've got a guy, Nico Collins, who also had a breakout year last year that you're going to have to match up against. He's 6'4" and can run really, really fast. So you want to make sure you have a guy on your roster that can match up against a guy like a Nico Collins, or at least hold their own. Now, he also has, or Tyson Campbell, I should say, also has the athleticism to match up against some of the shiftier corners or shiftier wide receivers in the NFL. And the Jaguars, in my opinion, made the right decision to lock him up for the next 4 seasons. Now, the Jaguars also locked up their franchise quarterback, Trevor Lawrence, this past offseason a few months ago. And it makes sense for the Jaguars to keep their core intact as they try to bounce back from a tough end to the season this past season and make another run at that AFC South division crown. But it's going to be pretty hard because the Houston Texans and the Tennessee Titans and the Indianapolis Colts are going to also be trying to vie for that AFC South division title. Now, I want to hear from football fans in the comment section down below, specifically Jaguars fans. What are your thoughts on the Jaguars extending cornerback Tyson Campbell? Do you think it was the right decision, or do you think they would have been better off allocating that resources or those resources and the salary cap money towards another player?